Just forcing Wisconsin to think, but they are so used to being patient, although over the last couple of years, that patience has led to quicker points, too. Instead of the ball being in the deep freeze, Wisconsin gets an open look, and knocks it down, in 87. She was looking at something else. No, it was, in fact, 19.
I wasn't listening to anything you're saying. That's a true story. I'm just being honest. Is that bad?
Welcome back.
Thanks, guys.
Back with this. 1987 was correct.
Yes.
The Magic Johnson running hook in the finals, Game 4. And we thank YouTube for correcting us. Before Twitter would. 18 on the clock here.
There's no correcting us. There's no us.
We were wrong. The rest of us were wrong. Double on Hayes. Decker with 10, guarded by the freshman Ewell. Here's Nigel. Free. To the basket. Oh, something this team cannot afford. Obviously, their depth has been challenged so far with Trayvon Jackson out with the Jones fracture of his foot. That's the same injury Kevin Durant was dealing with at the start of the NBA season. Decker. You forgot what it's like. It's been months since you watched, almost a year since you watched your son in a game.
I know, and it's really fun to watch him out there, but man, you get nervous. I'm sitting in a hotel room by myself going, come on. It's fun, though. Good win by Michigan, great win here by Wisconsin.
And Nebraska protected home floor as well tonight here in the league. No turnover, got it inside, and there's the basket,
Good job of using Pitchford, but great penetration, drawing a second defender by Shields. The versatility of the wing players from Nebraska makes it a tough matchup.
Well, Pitchford's a guy who started this season slowly, but has played better. Over the first 8 games were not good for him. The last 8 have been much better. Hayes in the post. Now Kaminsky. Yep.
And with Shields and Petaway making shots, that's a good thing for Nebraska.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 from the floor. Nebraska with an early 4-point lead.
You know, without Jackson, this is the time they need a guy who can put it on the floor, get in the lane, and make a play, get downhill.
Koenig in the corner, shot clock under 10. And this is the situation, Seth, you were talking about. Who takes it late in the clock? How about if Decker goes? Told us today that he wants Petaway to take good shots within the context of the offense and early in the clock, because he says there will be about 5 times a game, and there was one of them.
Down to 4 now.
Yeah, when he puts Petaway in a tough position, he's going to have to take some low percentage shots.
He's the guy you want to have the basketball in short clock. The key for Petaway is that big boy.
I was going to say, Nebraska is torching it right now, and they're holding to a 3-point lead. This has been the problem. The Huskers have had trouble scoring. You shoot 75%, it's easier.
The ball goes in, everything looks better. Without Shields, though, it does put a lot of pressure on Petaway in terms of the make plays and the score, because you look at their lineup, there are not a lot of guys who can finish and make plays.
Gosser has a double running at him, in a little bit of trouble. Hayes comes to help him out. Nigel, fade away, yep. For Wisconsin after the injury to Trayvon Jackson. Trayvon had surgery on a broken right foot today. We're told he got to go home. Hope he's watching, enjoying the game, and we look forward to seeing him back hopefully by the end of the regular season in the Big Ten for the postseason. The Badgers try to make another run. He's a vital part of this.
In that Final Four, Indiana, Michigan, UCLA.
So will history show there were 3 Big Ten teams in the '76 Final Four? That's pretty cool. Here's Jackson working on the block against Mack. Quickly double team. Almost a turnover. Great catch by Decker. By Decker. So it's Jackson, Dukin, Gosser, Vito Brown, and Nigel Hayes. 5 on the floor for the 4th-ranked team in the country. Dukin.
Really nice job defensively until you don't get really
For the senior Jack. Mentioned he's living under the weather, but he's been active so far.
nice job of isolating Jack on that side of the floor. He had a very similar situation a few possessions ago against Decker. Just wasn't able to convert.
Badger lead is 2. Here's Gosser. Shot clock at 10. Vito Brown steps in.
See why there.
Massive improvement from the freshman campaign to the sophomore season. Nigel Hayes. Hard to believe he averaged just 2.5 rebounds per game. He's already got 7 here in the first 13 minutes. Jackson, Dukin, Hayes playing keep away on the perimeter. Finally, it's Decker who works his way free.
Now the smaller Miles Mack is guarding Koenig. Let's see if Wisconsin tries to put the ball in Koenig's hand and take advantage of that going toward the rim. Good job by Mack of beating him to a spot.
Now Hayes has Daniels on him. Jackson deep inside, roll inside, roll.
Those two guys combined for 7 of their 14 turnovers against Michigan, which is why Painter can't play them together. I think to have 2 7-footers in the game at the same time would be a pretty lethal combination, but they can't hold on to the ball.
And it forces a lot of different activity on the other end as well. Gossett looking for the second half of their win at home. Held the Wolverines to just 4 made field goals in the second half and a 13-point win. But their first road game, and it comes against Wisconsin. They'll have Maryland next, so we'll find out a little more about Purdue across this week in Big Ten play. Kaminsky passes up a 3. And the Badgers will reset it here. 9 on the shot clock. Jackson going to the hole, and the left-hander finishes.
100-pound guy for long periods of time. That can wear a guy's legs out. And of course, Kaminsky's such an excellent shooter. You can get to his legs. That's definitely to your benefit.
Brian Anderson with Seth Davis here in Madison. Decker looking for Hayes.
That's twice Nigel Hayes has passed it off with Haas on him. He's got to drive into Isaac Haas, make him move his feet.
And now Kaminsky over Smotherman. Big Smotherman.
As a head coach over Bo Ryan's Badgers. Well, after the timeout, pass is stolen away. Wisconsin's got the basketball and the lead.
It looked like a set play trying to get Vic Law behind the defense on a lob, but Sanjay Lumpkin didn't read the defense. Pass was not there, and he threw it anyway.
Kaminsky out to Gossett. His second shot. That one's true. Finger open, about 8 feet away.
As long as they're not going to double-team Trey Demps off of that high screen and roll, that's been their best offense here in the first half, speaking of Northwestern.
Demps has 8 of Northwestern's 13 points. Nigel Hayes, great post position. His first field goal.
They're coming from competition that is not Big Ten level, and you get a false sense of security.
Now Wisconsin, not a false sense of security. They already have 5 wins over teams that are currently top 50 programs. Teams with RPIs of 50 and lower already have fallen to Wisconsin.
Trey Jackson trying to urge his teammates to get some movement in this possession.
Hayes, quick trigger.
That's just not fit. I'm sorry, Eric. If you're Alex Ola and you keep hearing about Frank Kaminsky coming in and all this, you should play well. You should be pumped up. You're playing against one of the premier centers in the nation. He has a chance to show what he can do against him.
Sophomore Koenig. Shot clock down to 10. Dukin all the way to the rim. Decker clears.
Right now, Hayes has a mismatch with Newville. Guard him. Nice job by Penn State. Switching up.
Hayes will shoot that shot. We saw that in non-conference play. And now Jackson, shot clock is under 10. Jackson pulls up from the free throw line, knocks it down, the bucket.
Now Penn State going back into their matchup 2-3 zone. See how Wisconsin chooses to attack at this time.
Now Gasser, Kaminsky, led by Taylor inside. Kicks it out. Hayes, good look for three. Off the spin, the floater. Tapped out, and Decker has it.
Now, nice, interesting adjustment by Penn State. Ross Travis now is guarding Frank Kaminsky, where Jordan Dickerson started out the game. So a little adjustment here by the Penn State defense.
Yeah, Travis, he was on Decker quite a bit in the first half. And Decker will drive, shooting over. Dickerson gets the roll. More here for Jack, and he misses both.
And despite the miss, Penn State still in their pressure here. See, now they have 17 seconds on the shot clock, so it's forcing Wisconsin to pick up the pace a little bit in their half-court set.
Now Jackson, under 10. He'll fire for three. That's not his second three. It's not his second three.
Ben, active body, nice job on the putback.
Played in 7 games last year. Eventually received a medical red shirt stemming from a broken nose. As I mentioned back in the first half, he has added some weight, some muscle to his frame. Dugan runs it down into the corner. Gasser.
And Melo Trimble leads the nation in made free throws.
As Shep Garner off the missed free throw. Tap back out, knocks down the 3. He's got 7 so far today.
It's tough to really speed Wisconsin up with any kind of pressure. They just have so many guys can handle the ball.
Garner driving, shooting over Brown. No, and Brown rips the ball away.
Vito Brown's a grown man. Once he gets his hands on the rock,